So guys, based on the matter where they go on between Senator Natasha and Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President, because I will not say that the matter between these people are just between Senator Natasha and the Federal Senate and the Senate. Is between her and Senator Akpabio, which is the Senate President. And according to the information we received few days ago, that the court have ordered, according to the information, according to the letter, is an order. And Senator Natasha said that she will be resuming her duties on Tuesday, whether they like it or not, because the court has given the order. Though the Senate is saying that it is not an order, that it was a recommendation. I get me. But according to people what I see, what I see there an order, but they are saying it is a recommendation, which means it's just like the court is begging them to allow her to resume work. You get the point? But Senator Natasha in this video is saying that that recommendation is also what court has decided. Whether recommendation, order, or judgment, or anything, as far as it's coming from the courts, that it must be obeyed. Though the Senate has also appealed the judgment, but they must obey this one before going to another court to appeal the particular judgment. But just listen to her and hear what she have to say. I'm coming back just to summarize everything. Just watch the video.
Okay, so yes, the Senate President did appeal the entire judgment. One of the grounds he appealed was that the Federal High Court has no jurisdiction to entertain the matter in the first place because it's issues that surround the National Assembly. And I have already spent pretty much over 4 months already. But the fact that I've been suspended, I keep saying this, I never stopped working. It took a whole lot of effort to follow up and get all of these things done. And we were just here last week where we flagged up the construction of 2 brand new smart markets, which I'm actually even going to go there later on today to see because we're already digging the foundation. And over there, you can see we're putting up the maternity center over there. So I also gave 700 digital learning devices last week to school. So pretty much it's a whole lot of work. And believe me, we have other interesting projects are waiting for the contracts, are waiting for their awards, and I'll come down here to flag up because these projects must be ended, must be completed by the end of the year. So I'm really busy. I did mention that every senator has 3 major functions: the legislative, which is the creation of laws and review of treaties. Then we have the oversight, which you oversight ministers and agencies. And then the third is representation, which I'm doing, whereby I identify the problems and the challenges of my community, and I make sure I present them and have them captured in the federal budget. And I have done pretty well with that. Of course, I do miss following up with my bills there, but it didn't stop me from working. But I have pretty much 2 months more before the 6 months expire. However, I have written to the Senate again, telling them that I'm resuming on the 22nd, which is on Tuesday, by the special grace of God. I will be there to resume because the court did make a decision on that. Now, they argue that it's an order. It's not an order, but it is a decision. And if you look at section 318, I think, of the Nigerian Constitution, it did mention that a recommendation forms part of a decision of a court. So whether it's a recommendation, a judicial decree, a sentence, or an order, they are all decisions, and decisions are binding on every Nigerian and every authority and every institution. So I'm going to be there live to attend. But I also know that the Senate will be going on recess very soon, maybe most likely next week for 2 months. That means by the time the Senate resumes, my 6 months would have lapsed. And I will go back, I'll resume. And yeah, I don't hope there'll be any more resistance because you can't apply you can't go against the what is called double jeopardy rule, whereby you punish someone twice. So after the 6 months, you now go back to court or do extend or whatever. No, that will amount to power, which of course I do sense an abuse, but that's for the courts and the public to judge. But so far, and my people are not missing anything. As a matter of fact, I think we're one of the luckiest constituents so far. There's been a whole lot going on. We're all happy, and I'm really connected to my people and Nigerians as usual as well. I'm grateful for the love and prayers.
But the thing here now is, one of the questions I want to ask is, this particular section she mentioned in this video, does it mean that the lawmakers that don't want her to resume, not even going to appeal, no issue, you can go and appeal? But first of all, Why are they saying that that the recommendation or that the thing that the court gave is a recommendation? Even if it's a recommendation, are they not aware of the particular section he quoted in that constitution that said whether recommendation, order, judgment, or anything that is the decision of the law? No problem, even if they have appeal, the first thing is that they must obey the one that the court. In fact, the thing is that this administration with them, these people know they even obey court order. And the thing not start today. That's the thing. It not start today. It don't start today. I don't want to mention anything. It don't start today. They don't obey court order. So all the thing that is happening now, we are not surprised. But the thing is that, like the woman said, that she's going to resume whether they like it or not. You know how everything always used to be now. Maybe that day now they will just use NDAK block everywhere. You get the point. Just to make sure that one person will not enter that particular assembly. Why? But they know that what they are doing is depriving the Nigerians. This woman is presenting their rights in this country just because of maybe personal issues you guys are having, which is also, why not allow the court to decide before doing all these things? And the last time I checked, I heard that the Senate has removed her from all the committees which she did. Then why not allow her to come back and start doing her work just ordinarily for her people? Well, let's keep watching and know how the Tuesday will be. I remain my humble self, the Eichmann. Peace and love. Don't play, guys. We move regardless.